Hi, I'm Erin Bagwell, and I'm the director of Dream Girl. This is a gal's guide to making a movie. Part one is the idea. The first thing you need to make a movie is to have a really, truly powerful idea. I'm using the word powerful intentionally because, we get so many ideas throughout our day. Things come in and out, but there are some ideas that kind of stick with us, right? They keep us up at night. They keep us so excited. They light up something inside of us. They stick to our mouth like peanut butter. And ideas are so tricky because it puts us in this weird, vulnerable place that we never really know if the ideas are good enough, right? We have no history with that idea. We have no idea if it's going to be a great idea, if it's going to be a horrible idea. We don't know we haven't market tested it. We don't know if that idea has an audience. And so we kind of have to take a risk right off the bat with letting that idea into our hearts and letting it swallow us whole. So that's one of the super tricky things about being an artist, is figuring out which ideas really, really light you up and which are worth spending time on. And ideas really, I truly believe, come to people who are open to them. We have so much going on in our lives. We're all so busy. I live in New York City. I'm working like crazy, doing all these side things, but ideas only come to those when we have the space, when we have the time, when all of a sudden we're lingering around and we're ready for the next thing. We can have good ideas and we can have bad ideas. Sometimes ideas are, we have to walk down the road and see how it goes. I once dyed my hair brown in high school and it was a horrible idea, but I had to go down that path. I wanted to see if I could handle being a brunette, and it turns out my skin complexion, I could not, unfortunately. God bless all of you gorgeous brunettes. But, we move on and we have other ideas. In college, I had an idea to make a film about studying abroad while I was studying abroad. And no one had ever done that in my school before. It was an idea me and my professor came up with, and it turned out to be an incredible experience. It was really my film 101, and I'm so glad I did it. The other thing is, ideas don't just come to people who are open, they come to those who are ready. What are you doing in your life right now to get you ready for this moment to have a really big, awesome, wonderful, powerful idea? Now, how did I get ready for my idea for Dream Girl? Let's back it up a little bit. I remember being in high school and I had this English class, and the assignment was really just to make a movie. Our teacher said, make a story beginning, middle, and end. And my brother had a video camera. He got it for his birthday, and so I was accidentally elected to be the head of this movie making group that we were doing in school. And I became obsessed. It was so much fun. We had costumes, we ran around the neighborhood. It was such a joy to put together this story and to have my group of all girls, because I went to an all-girls Catholic school in Buffalo, working on this piece. And my favorite part of the project was actually editing it in my tiny cement basement in Buffalo, New York, putting together this little story about these Charlie's Angels. And we had this twist ending where one of the angels was actually a villain. And I remember getting up the morning and being in class and being like, oh God, we're presenting today. This is horrible. This is so scary. I'm feeling so vulnerable. We spent so much time, and when you're putting a story together visually, it's every part of you is in every frame, right? And I'm sitting in the back of the class and kind of terrified. And at the end of the movie, when we found out that the angel was actually the villain, the entire class erupted in what I can only describe as this contagious energy of excitement. My teacher stood up. The students were like, oh my God, that's so exciting. This is so cool. This is so amazing. And I feel like my heart literally exploded out of my body. And I knew that I would chase that feeling for the rest of my life. To be able to create content where you're emotionally connecting with people, where you're reaching them, where something that you're doing has this impact is such a phenomenal feeling, and the reason that I get up and do what I do every single day. And I feel like that moment really, I've been working towards making this documentary for the last 12 years. I have known since I was a little girl what I wanted to do. So fast forward to 3 years ago, January 2014, when I got the idea to make Dream Girl, which is a documentary featuring the stories of inspiring and ambitious female entrepreneurs. A little light bulb went off in my head and I said, yeah, this is a good idea. Was I ready to make that movie? Hell yeah, I was ready. So tune in next week to find out what happens with that little idea. For part 2, the fear. Anytime we have an awesome idea, it is followed by its sister fear. So let's get into it.